Okay, going for a little walk around twilight and thinking about Sebastian Rogers. And to me, Sebastian's case is very simple. And to a lot of people, it's very complicated. But about a year ago now, the truth became obvious to me. And what a lot of people tend to get hung up on is why Sebastian wasn't seen leaving the house. And to me, it's obvious. The egress was out the front door. But then you get people saying that there was a keypad, and this keypad would surely have been obscured by someone using it, like with their hand or standing in front of it. But I'll just go ahead and explain why that's just not the case, and I'll do that here. Okay, so here we have the front door of Sebastian's house, and we're at maximum magnification here, but I'll just put a indication as to where the illuminated keypad is here and where the door handle is here. And the thing is, the camera across the street, the Ring camera across the street, if we take a view of it over here, it's here on this door of this house, center of the screen there now. But if you go directly with a line of sight, as in we move one more step up the road till we get a straight line between the Ring camera and the door area of Sebastian's house. The problem is the door handle is obscured by that round pillar, and the illuminated keypad is obscured by the wall because the door frame is recessed into the wall. It's stepped back into the wall, so the actual corner of the wall beside the door is hiding the keypad. So it's not possible for Sebastian to have been seen, as in if he was working the keypad, his hands, etc., wouldn't have been seen. There was no porch light on here. This was all in almost darkness compared to the driveway side of the house, which had lights over the garage. So that is why Sebastian wasn't seen, or there's no evidence of him being seen leaving the house. We'll continue on. Okay, so yeah, there's that. And it's obviously worth mentioning that the porch light wasn't on either. And then you get people saying, well, he wasn't tracked by any dogs. Well, he was tracked by the dogs. And basically anybody that says he wasn't just doesn't know what they're talking about. He was tracked into the construction site by many dogs. Okay, and what happened to him then? What happened to him then is a series, an unfortunate series of events where Sebastian ended up falling and likely getting badly hurt on very rough ground. And then the next morning getting covered up by a dump truck. And you get people saying, well, surely the construction crew have, you know, checks and safeties in place for this. Well, yes, ordinarily the OSHA does recommend a site be checked before any dumping gets done, any landfilling gets done. But there is CCTV from that morning, and there is no visual inspection seen. Nobody is seen walking that site, inspecting where the dump trucks were going to dump. It didn't happen. And then you have people saying that surely a driver would have seen Sebastian lying on the ground. Well, no, not if he'd previously fell into the mucky retention pond. He'd be well camouflaged. And as well as that, a reversing articulated pickup truck has a minimum of 30 feet behind it, where it's completely oblivious to the driver. He does not know what's at least 30 feet behind, and that blind spot, we'll call it, can extend a long way. It can be up to 200 feet. This is why a lot of sites have an exclusion zone, a very large exclusion zone around dumper trucks, because it's a very common accident to happen, is a back over. It's well known in the construction industry. It's tragic, but it happens. It happens very often. I do leave me videos short, and this one's no exception. And I could say a lot more, but I'll just leave it short. Sebastian is where he is. With any luck at all, the FBI will actually come ahead, overrule what Sumner County is saying, because Sumner County haven't a clue, and that's the truth. We'll leave it there. Take care, and good luck.